Tonight's stream, Animal Crossing Day 454, last KK song and more.
Hey yo, welcome back to another stream. I'm Arrquil. Alright. Oh, it is day 454 of Animal Crossing, and it's not really a holiday. This is the first time we've done one of these Animal Crossing streams in a year, probably about a year, where there's no like big event going on. I'm solely doing it because there's a lot of interesting stuff that has happened since I last streamed this, and I want to talk about it. I got a lot of notes, a lot of cool discoveries. I guess there is kind of sort of a big event going on, which is tonight, we finally get our final KK Slider song. In reality, I could have had this back in like June had I kept up with it. I didn't really start getting KK's music again until about 2 weeks ago. I think I had 9 songs left after all of these months. But I decided we'd do it tonight, see if we get any special text or anything like that, and talk about a ton of things that I have notes for, because I've been playing the shit out of this game. As I've talked about the past couple Street Fighter streams, I'm extremely burnt out on video games. I actually have pretty much a hate relationship with video games right now. I'm so burnt out on them. It's kind of the RetroArch era all over again. But, well, aside from Animal Crossing and Street Fighter 6, just to be clear. But, yeah, I've been playing the shit out of this, and a lot of stuff has happened. And we're gonna probably... We got 7:40. I am. It's 7:40. It's actually 7:32. My Wii is getting ahead on time again, which is fine. 20 minutes till KK. So we get to go over some notes. A lot of stuff. And maybe I'll try to spread some of this out. We do have a special visitor today, which is Wendell. So we will check that out. I'm just looking at how good the game looks right now, honestly. I know that's a weird thing to say. I try to strive for best quality. I moved some stuff around in the game room recently, and I'm now using some different HDMI cables for the capture card, and I didn't really think it was going to make that big of a difference. But I used the 8K cable that I usually use for the PS5. I'm using an 8K HDMI cable for the capture card now, and I'm like, is it because I haven't streamed in a while, or does Animal Crossing never look this crisp when I've streamed it in the past? This shit looks crisp. This shit looks crisp. Wow. Haven't finished my documentary yet. I keep stopping and getting distracted. I hear nothing. You don't have to be here. There's a, there's an exotic bed buried somewhere. There's a lot of... No. There's a lot of chatting we're gonna do. First and foremost, we'll kind of go over the usual, what villagers moved in, what villagers moved out. I guess we'll kind of start off with this. So, first off, we got the villagers that moved out this time around. I'm not super happy about, but so it's okay. I love to give input on how crisp it looks. I'm experiencing the stream in 160p. Fair enough. I think it looks a lot more detailed to me. I might just be crazy though. So villagers that have moved out. First and foremost, unfortunately, Bill, one of my favorite ducklings, he did indeed move out. He was replaced by Poncho. I gotta show these off just in case we have forgotten who these characters look like, which probably have, considering I haven't spent a lot of time streaming this game talking to villagers. So yeah, Bill was replaced by Poncho. Poncho eventually moved out and was replaced by a character I'm very excited to have in my town again. I had him in New Horizons, and we'll go meet him in a second. Astrid unfortunately moved out. I really liked Astrid, and I was talking to her a bunch, like every day. I was playing every day, talking to him. I don't know why he left. I just it's the common theme of villagers in this game, is people really just leave without warning. If you don't do enough for them the very first week they are here, they will go bye-bye. And you know what? This is the guy that Poncho replaced. So let's go meet him real quick. It's Jay from New Horizons. Well, I had him in New Horizons. Obviously, he was originally in this game. Howdy, good evening to ya. Hey, listen. A thought just occurred to me. It's important to use your head now and again. Hey. So, I'm doomed, I guess. Hey! I love his catchphrase. And the way he said it in New Horizons was so good. She has a baby Joey. Do you need a favor? Oh no, you have the worst timing. Hey! Just went out of my way to take care of something myself. I wish I'd known you were job hunting. So yeah, Jay, I'm very happy to have Jay. Jay is one of the few characters in New Horizons that I let move out and was very upset about. I think Jay and Truffles, ironically, are those two characters that moved out and I was super bummed about. Shari as well, I think. Yeah, Shari as well, because she was one of my two starting villagers in that game. And now, ironically, I have Jay and Truffles in this game. The last character that moved out is one that has been with us since I created this island, this town. It's Tank. Unfortunately, if we go over here, the first time ever, Tank is no longer here. He was talking about moving out, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it until weeks later. So I thought he was okay. I thought I was communicating with him enough to be on good terms with him. But unfortunately, he did move out, and he was replaced by another character that we might as well go meet right now. Apologies if I'm stumbling around here like a drunk man. I've got my notes up on this screen that should have the game, so I'm using the OBS feed, and it's a little delayed. Truffles kept walking around and looking naked. I thought, yeah, she did have the pink blanket on that made her look naked, or pink towel. But I really liked her, and when she was in boxes, you remember, I went and talked to her until I got to a point where she did not want to talk to me anymore. They would have like a thinking icon above their head, and they'd be like lost in thought, and you couldn't talk to them anymore. That was the first time I discovered that was a thing in that game. Yeah, so Tank got replaced with Ed. Mr. Ed, the horse. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's so weird. He's a blue horse. That's emo as fuck. Hey, how's it going? Listen, I was wondering, have you made some good friends, Greenhorn? Is that so? Well, good. That saying is true, huh? Better is a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. Well, actually, brothers are pretty important. Near or far, and far-off pals, too. That saying bites, Greenhorn. Anyhow, you probably want something, don't you? So what is it, Greenhorn? Hey, James, aren't muscle cramps the best? Oh, you're a jock? I clearly have not. I talked to this villager once to meet him, and that's it. Yeah, they're the best. Especially when they happen while you're sleeping. Hey, you think so too, James? Awesome. Muscle cramps hurt, but in a good way. Way to be, James. Sounds like you got your head screwed on right. I absolutely do. You're giving me a shirt for that? All right. You really want me to keep you in this village? As if I have a saying on as if I have a say in who moves in and who leaves, because I haven't talked to Pongo really at all in the past year, and she's still here. It sounded personal. You like cramps? I'm gonna come into your house in the middle of the night and I'm gonna give you a cramp. Knife right through the calf. Alright. So that's the villagers who have moved in and moved out. It was very convenient we got to CJ. I will talk to him throughout the night. Continuing on with our news, I should have, yeah. This is actually a good segue. I got some stuff I ordered from Nook here, and an HRA letter. Ranch bed. Alright, so, some rooms in all of the houses have gone over a pretty big remodeling. They've been rehauled. In doing that, with my main character's house here, I finally broke the 70,000 and 100,000 point mark with the Happy Room Academy, respectively. This goes without even trying, and I think for the longest time I was sitting around 12,000 points. I'm pretty sure it was this house with all of the Halloween furniture or Christmas furniture, Thanksgiving, I think it was Thanksgiving furniture, that I broke the initial, point where you need to hit to get a reward. I think I got a box of tissues for like 40,000 points or something like that, maybe 50,000. But with this house, I got the last 2 rewards. For hitting 70,000 points, you will get the house model, and for getting 100,000 points, you get the manor model. Cool little thing that I just noticed, I bought white paint for my roof yesterday. The roofs on the models actually change with your house roof. That's super cool, because they were red. They were red before, and now they're white. That's a super cool detail, and we're gonna see them change because I left them here for an example. We'll check out the remodeled houses in a bit. I think it's really just 2 houses, and I'm gonna drop both of them here to go into what is this, Jamie's house? Character 3's house that has all of our, like, collectibles and stuff in it. The night I filled my weekly pill container, I forgot muscle relaxer and didn't realize it until I was nearly asleep, and I felt my legs and core tightening. Oof. You just reminded me I forgot to take my vitamins today. I'll probably get some food after stream, so it'll be a good time to do so. But yeah, we'll be switching off characters because of Wendell. It's another talking point that I'll get to. But let's just take a quick tour of this house. This house, I think, has really taken a big change. I'm actually going to switch screens here so I don't have to play with the lag anymore. So, this room was originally regal. I decided to take the modern furniture from, Character 3's house. Jamie, I think is her name. I'm terrible with the names all of a sudden. My own names. No, the models are not in House 4. House 4 is the Emmy house. So the main room's lovely. I don't remember what's upstairs. and the downstairs is tickets for future months and flowers. So, yeah, so now this is now a modern room. Modern set has just kind of always been my thing. I decided to do this impulsively because I've been meeting up with Wisp as much as I could to fill up the catalog so I could hopefully get all of my art that I'm missing by the end of the year. Don't think it's going to happen at this point because I'm still missing like 6 artworks. But I did get an NES game from him, and I think it's Clue Clue Land here? Yeah, Clue Clue Land. So I decided to just kind of like, I was already working on a game room, and the modern set is kind of what I did in New Leaf as a game room. So this has just become a game room, and in the meantime, Wisp has given me the gold Mario statue that I did not get from my very first raffle when playing this game. So it's all worked out really well. Got the Master Sword back there. Got the like modern TV stand or whatever that is from last month's raffle, September, which was my last item for this furniture set. You can tell I don't have the wallpaper and the flooring as modern, but I don't think those count, and getting all of the pieces of a furniture set gets you like 40,000 points, so my points skyrocketed. I actually had to get the rewards in 2 different letters because I went from like 30,000 or something at that point all the way up past 100,000, so it took 2 days to get both of those models. Still kind of a work in progress. I got gyroids kind of everywhere, froggy chair, hamster, but I'm pretty happy with how this room is, and I'd like to add more NES games to it, but I don't really know what other NES games there are, because I think like what Mario 1 and Zelda 1 are in the game, but you can't legitimately get them. You need a Nintendo Power code or a hack the game. I think there's like 2 other NES games that are in the game, but if you try to boot them up, if you try to interact with them and play with them, it crashes your game because they were like never finished. There was something weird going on there, and it was like, I think we talked about it back in December. There's a Smokey the Bear emote now. I can't hover over it anymore with this new chat window. Thank you for discovering this, though. That's the main room. Upstairs, I changed from like a outdoor area that was just throwing random shit into an outdoor area that I'm not done with. An outdoor like game room. Like you got table tennis, you got pool, you got a couch. I don't know, this is probably what a rich man's backyard looks like, or looked like in the late 90s. You got a personal computer, jukebox. I don't really know what's going on here, but I like it. I got plenty of plants too. What can I say? I don't know. I like it, but I don't really know how to describe the theming of this other than rich man's backyard. All it's missing is an in-ground pool. And then downstairs, not really anything has changed. I've been getting more and more clothing, so I've been adding more and more dressers and such, which leads to these. These should be the last 3 I need to get for now. I was all good for a little while there. But then I started getting more shirts, trying to fill out the catalog, and then Gracie Grace was here recently. So... I think I just got 3 dressers and not... Yeah, I'm not doing the same thing I did in the back row, or I guess the middle row here, where there's wardrobes on the end. I tried to stylize it as much as I could while keeping it uniform. And it is a basement, so the Happy Room Academy doesn't count this anyway. But, yeah, I think it works out pretty well. Keeping those extra saplings in here just in case I need them, because you can only get, like, what, 1 sapling a day, two or 3 a day. Not that I think I'm going to do any growing anytime here soon. The town has... I've been filling up the town with more and more flowers as I've been buying them every day, so the town is starting to look pretty damn good. Not really any more room to be planting trees or anything, so I could probably just get rid of them and be safe. I'll probably bring the game volume up. We'll listen to KK's music here soon. Okay, so that worked out perfectly. I've got the modern tile sitting here just in case I wanted to put that back upstairs, because right now upstairs is like a chess tile that I got from Wendell a couple days ago. Let's just kind of make it a little more uniform and organized. I hate that that just happened. Yeah, plenty more notes to go through. I'm going to try to space them out rather than have the first half an hour be talking, if it isn't obvious. Not that it was a problem when I did that in the past. But I think it just makes things flow a little bit better. And probably eventually I will sell these saplings or something of the like. And just kind of have umbrellas at the entrance. At least like right here and right here where those letters were. Or where those shirts were. But yeah, I mean, literally every single one of these has 3 shirts in it. I have way too many clothing, and maybe eventually I will go through and condense my clothing collection. But yeah, right now I'm a grape. Gracie Grace gave me this grape shirt. I'm very happy with being a grape. All right. We'll go through the other houses later on as we change characters. I don't think this house was changed at all. We can check it out real quick just to explain. I've been filling up the catalog the best I can with this character, so I did take everything out of all the rooms and put it down outside just to let this character pick it up, so it would go. If anything was not in his catalog, it would go in his catalog, and lo and behold, there was like 2 or 3 things that I didn't have. But everything's the same theme. Things are just moved around a little bit. So this is still the Harvest set. We still got the Jingle set, and we still got the Halloween set down here. I think everything for the most part is still in mostly the same place it was before. Nothing's really changed. A goal for today that I have is to find a CD player or a vinyl player, a record player, something that will work down here, and have one of my characters request KK Dirge, because I think that will set the mood so well down there, being in a basement setting with all the Halloween stuff going on. So let's see. We have a couple like very minor notes here that I noticed just randomly, but I think it's fun to point out. Nice little efforts that the developers went through. So if you look at the time on screen, the time and the date, it's on the bottom right. If you go to the bottom right edge of an acre, it actually switches sides. Super random for me to notice, right? Super random for me to notice. But when I noticed that, I was like, wait, something looks a little off here. Was that always on the left side? I just casually walked up and it switched back. It's not important in the least, but it kind of goes to show the little things that I am fascinated with when it comes to these Animal Crossing games, because I gushed about this with New Horizons, and I will probably continue to gush about that with New Horizons when I go back to New Horizons in the future, whenever that may be, is how I played that game for every day for like 2.5 years, and I was still discovering new stuff. The little details that are put into these Animal Crossing games is just amazing, and it's probably one of the big reasons why I love these games. So, and that kind of leads to the next small thing. that I had noticed. So when Wendell was in town before, Wendell and Gracie both, as I said, I've been trying to fill up the catalog so that, because Wisp can pretty much give you anything aside from like stuff that you like, holiday furniture or stuff that you can only unlock through certain quotas, like the Happy Home or Happy Room Academy rewards. So Wisp can pretty much give you anything, even if it's Tom Nook's raffle stuff, Red exclusive furniture, Wendell's, I almost wanted to say paintings, Wendell's flooring? No, wallpaper, Sahara's flooring, stuff like that. He can give you a lot, basically anything in the game. So I've been trying to fill up the catalog in any way I can, just to kind of condense what Wisp can give me, so I have a higher chance of getting at least one of the paintings that I need, because really that's my goal with Wisp, is he's going to be how I get the remainder of the paintings, at least if everything goes my way. So what I did was, when Wendell and Gracie have been showing up, I've been getting all of my characters to go to them, drop whatever they get, and the main character will take it, so that if there's anything there that he does not have, it will count towards his catalog. Well, something I noticed with those two is you can only get 3 rewards from them. Each character can only get one thing, so you have to switch from character to character. After you get something with the 3rd character, I had gotten my 4th character to work towards Wendell. He was gone. And the same thing happened with Gracie Grace. Officer Copper will no longer acknowledge their existence in the town anymore. After they give you 3 rewards, they will just leave, and Officer Copper will tell you who the next character to show up is in town is in a couple days. So you can only get a cap of 3 rewards, which, to quote Emmy, imagine being the little sibling. Imagine being that one sibling that always got on the game last. So yeah, I mean, that kind of is weird, but it's something worth noting. I'm trying to be as thorough with details in the series as possible. So we can experiment with this again tonight with Wendell. So we're gonna track him down a little bit here. It's also time for KK. It's so weird because there's 4. Yeah, it is weird. It is very weird. I mean, it's not as, I still think the biggest insult to your siblings in this game is still Christmas. How one player can lie. I think you change clothes and pretend to be somebody else to get more presents, and you can lie to get more gifts, and eventually Jingle will be like, oh, well, somebody was very naughty and took all the gifts, so you don't get one. Something along those lines. I'm gonna have to refresh myself on Christmas once we get around to it. I still think that's the biggest, like, crime in this game. Imagine, it's just like, come on, Nintendo, just kids back in the day playing this, they're just kids. You gotta make them upset on Christmas? You gonna make them cry? That's what feels bad. And yeah, when we make our way to Wendell, we'll talk about another weird thing that I had noticed. Not weird thing, another little small thing, right? You know, I should probably make my way just down to Officer Copper to find out where he is. Grab a fish along the way. Another small thing that I had noticed was, if you ask, you can still ask villagers, you motherfucker. Maybe the first time Nintendo did, probably, yeah. You can still obviously ask villagers if you can do any jobs for them while they're indoors. One thing I didn't know was the villagers can still request that you go get them a ball. It's pretty rare in this game when asking villagers for tasks, but sometimes they can ask you, hey, I want to play with a ball. Can you go find me a ball? So you go do that. They can still request that of you when they're indoors, which is a little awkward because obviously you can't take the ball indoors. And per my experience, this literally happened on stream probably about a year ago. Per my experience, if you push a ball up to somebody's door, you can get it stuck and you can't really get it out. It's kind of hard because of the physics on the ball. So that did happen to me. Both of those things did happen to me. Thankfully, the villager, who was Jay, that asked me to get them a ball, actually did appear outside their house after getting the ball. So I got the ball stuck in his doorway. Thankfully, I was able to just push Jay to the ball, and he's like, "Oh yay, a ball." So I don't know if that's a problematic job that they can give you. I don't know if they're guaranteed to appear outside of their house after they request that of you, but it was definitely something really interesting and something that I definitely was not expecting. A villager indoors to ask for a ball when it's like midnight. It's like, hey, I wanna play with something. Like, all right, fuck, whatever, I'll go find you a ball. All right. So if I'm correct, Wendell should be here, unless he leaves. Okay, C3. 1 acre away from an explosion. So he's where tank? That's D3. Dang, he was literally an acre below my house. Yeah, we still got some more notes, some more news. A pretty big thing happened while I was playing, but we'll talk about that kind of once we get everything out of the way, 'cause it's a pretty interesting story. Something that I thought was creepypasta for the longest time, but actually turns out to be true. Alright, here, have this carp. Okay. Yeah, the cocoa stuff. We'll talk about it. I don't know if you're guaranteed to give me something new. Probably not. What do we have? Wow, okay, so he doesn't give you... I thought he had exclusive... Oh, no, he's wallpaper. I picked up the modern title and I still have it on me. Okay, so he does have exclusive stuff. So I got a Desert Vista, which I've had before. I'm pretty sure that he has exclusive stuff. I know for sure Sahara does. So I think with Wendell being the counterpart of Sahara... it would be the case for him. Desert Vista. Had it before. Alright. And now... we're gonna do some switcheroo. A couple switcheroos. We're gonna switch from a couple different characters. I don't think I'm gonna log on with Jay at all. We'll do the 2 Jamies tonight, just because we want to check out Jamie number 1's house and put these house models in. And Jamie number 4 hasn't had any changes in her house, but we'll use her as the last character for Wendell. And one of them, I do want one of them to go request KK Dirge. And we'll come back to this main character in a bit.
Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck. I just realized something. I done diddly goofed. I didn't want to show... there was another brand new villager. I didn't state who replaced Astrid. Portia. This is such a unique way to meet Portia. Portia's kind of cool. I don't think Portia's like the female counterpart of Grumpy, Snooty. I don't think she's snooty, but she creeps me out sometimes because I'm running around at 3 a.m. and she just appears and is standing there staring blankly into the distance. But yeah, Portia is the character that replaced Astrid, however you pronounce it. I can't believe I forgot about her. Oops. I didn't want to show the new characters on screen, and that was probably my problem. Jay showed up, Ed was very close and convenient, and I completely forgot about Portia. But that is everybody that's new. Poncho was new, but Poncho moved out before we got to meet him. I didn't really care for him. He was nice enough, but I wasn't super stoked that Bill had moved out and in trade for him. Dear Jamie, ooh, is your mother a financial whiz or what? I made an absolute killing on the turnip market a while ago. So I turned your room into a spa, rolling in dough, your mom. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to use this as a segue to talk about the next note that I was going to talk about. This is probably the biggest thing that happened. So turnips. I've been doing. I feel like I'm talking about drugs. I've been dealing turnips. I've been dealing with turnips. I've been investing in the stock market over the past couple weeks, just because I've happened to have been awake or getting ready to go to bed Sunday mornings. So I've been investing in turnips. 1 week, it did not go so well for me. I think I only bought them for like 111 a piece, and I was a fool. I waited too long. I should have taken the opportunity to sell them when Tom Nook was buying for 120, but I didn't want that small of a profit. I wanted to risk it all. So I risked it all. So I think Saturday rolled around, and it was like, oh, I'm absolutely taking a loss in this. Let me run over to Emmy's town and see if I can sell them. Not thinking that even the slightest change in time, even a couple minutes, can cause your turnips to spoil. So I go to Emmy's town. They spoil because she's a couple minutes behind or ahead. And I'm like, well, fuck, dude. This sucks. So I did something that I never do in Animal Crossing games. I never do in Animal Crossing games. But I felt so cheated by the game because of that couple minute rule. I felt so royally screwed over that I was not going to accept this. So I hit the reset button, which is a very interesting thing that happened, and I'm glad I did it because I never would have known about it otherwise. What happens if you reset when you're in another person's town? In this game, you lose all of your money that's on you. Thankfully, I put all of my money away before going there. You lose all of your items. All of your items. Even items that I don't think can get back, like gold fishing rod, gold bug net. You can get the gold shovel back. Gold axe. You can lose all that. Thankfully, I had so many turnips on me that the only non-turnip item I had on me was my gold shovel. And I was able to get that back, as you saw with my main character. You also lose your letters. So if you have any special letters, anything stored in letters, you lose that. Rossetti will not show up. And that's because something else happens. And I've seen YouTube thumbnails with this on it before, and I always thought it was a fan-made creepypasta thing. YouTube thumbnails on Animal Crossing videos, it's like hidden secrets in Animal Crossing you probably didn't know about. Stuff like that. Is that if you reset while you're in another person's town, it is guaranteed for your villager to turn into a gyroid. And apparently, I have a little snippet here. I've got a couple. I have another. I didn't get any pictures of Mike Villager with it because I was so worried about what I had lost or if I had caused irreversible damage in the game. None of the villagers react to you having this face. This is just a creepy thing, I guess, to scare kids into not resetting when you're in another person's town ever again. I was asleep to you next when it happened, and I was waking up and you were so confused. I was creeped out. I was legitimately creeped out. I have something taken from a article here. Some of it is inaccurate, so let's take this with a grain of salt. But this is taken from a The Gamer article about a villager named Coco. Coco is in this game onwards, and you can immediately see the resemblance. So you get a gyroid / Coco face as punishment on top of losing all your items, letters, and money. And I guess Rossetti not showing up, I consider that a punishment because I really like Rossetti. So here's the quote from the article. As we mentioned, this eerily void expression Coco takes on is meant to resemble gyroids, yet it is also a cheeky reference to the very first Animal Crossing title on GameCube. So there's the first mistake. There's the first inaccuracy, because I thought Coco was a Wild World or New Leaf onwards villager. No, that image right there is Coco from OG Animal Crossing. So Coco is in this game. There's even pictures of her house and stuff online. So like, there's the first inaccuracy. Coco is not a reference to Animal Crossing 1. It's just, for some reason, the developers, I guess, were maybe like, well, she's creepy. Let's make the villagers look creepy. Continuing on with the quotes. One strange action that would initiate in the game was a unique facial feature that triggered after a player reset their game without saving with the gyroid. This would also occur if the player failed to save their game while visiting another player in town. So obviously I am living proof that this does happen when you reset another player's town. However, just because of the first inaccuracy that we saw, I can't help but wonder if the other statement we just read is also inaccurate, that there is a chance that this will happen to you upon just a normal reset in your own town instead of seeing Rossetti. We did reset like 7 or 8 times to meet Don Rossetti, and I think like an extra time after that. And it never happened to us. It might just be a low chance thing, but it's probably just a guaranteed thing if you do it in another person's town. I don't know. All I know is what I've witnessed, what I have said. Continuing on with the quote. While it appears to be a bizarre glitch, this was apparently an intentional move, serving as a sort of odd punishment to the player for not properly using the game's function. So yeah, like I said, all that was taken from the gamer. There's an inaccuracy there, yada yada yada. This article also mentioned that she resembles gyroids, and gyroids had some symbolism with death or something like that. So I wonder if the decision was make the players. I wonder if the decision to make the player's face gyroid / Coco-like came from wanting to show the players some cursed shit as ultimate punishment for resetting, because, come on, it's hard not to like Rossetti, and not want to see him. So, wait, you're doing that glitch? No, it's not a glitch. So yeah, that was my experience with that. And it was interesting. I always thought it was a creepypasta. And that's really all there is to say about that. I'm really intrigued that that's in the game. It's kind of a cool punishment, honestly. Aside from potentially losing items you can't get back, kind of a cool punishment. So going back to the houses, all the Regal stuff from the main house has been moved into here. Kind of dig it. It works well with the trophies. It kind of gives me an excuse to expand upon the this all of this stuff down here that's... I don't really want to leave this house. All of the big rewards of this game. The one-time rewards. Well, most of them are probably one-time rewards. I should probably figure out how I'm going to do this, though. Houses in the back? Having to do this with input latency and it bothers me. So yeah, we can see the roofs do correlate with the house that it's in. They're no longer white. Do I have 2 house models? Have I broken 70K on another house? I thought the tissue box, the house model, and the manor model were the only rewards. I must have broke 70K with another house. Okay. We'll just have 2 house models. That's not the right thing. It works out. Oh, maybe that doesn't, but we're running out of space, and I don't want to redesign this entire room. I just kind of want everything to be presentable. You turn on? You do. I'm sorry. I've got the Street Fighter tournament on in the background, and they're just, you know what? It's not even make sense if I explain it. They're being goofy as fuck. All right, so yeah, we go find Wendell now. I guess I'll do KK Dirge real quick just so I don't forget. Yeah, I think it's just Wendell and KK Dirge for this character, right? There's that exotic bed I could go find. I don't need it. I think I'm pretty sure I've already got it. In the catalog. Alright. Switch over. Let's hope I get this right first try, otherwise he's gonna play us a random song. Okay, cool.
Oh me, oh me, oh me, where me, oh. Oh me, oh me, oh me, where me, oh. Oh me, oh me, oh me, where me, oh. Oh me, oh me, oh me, where
Emmy die goes up again.
oh.
I'm like, fuck, should I just pull up this shit? Should I do it before it ends? Igo's gonna make quick work of him, probably, right?
Oh me, oh me, oh.
You're just gonna go watch Daigo? Gotcha.
Oh me, oh me, oh me, que me, oh.
Alright, I'm just going to live without seeing this. I'm sure Daigo's going to be on the top 24 anyway tomorrow. Alright, so we got KK Dirge. I have to find a suitable... Oh, I actually do have to play this character tonight. Oops. I just have to find a suitable record player that hopefully fits with the Halloween-themed furniture. Now we just gotta track down Wendell again. Get a fish. Oh, damn it. D3. Okay, so this time he's actually with Tangy. Oh, there he is. Hopefully something new? Classroom wall? I'm not sure. I'd have to see it. Pop it down for my main character to check out in a little bit. Okay, so I think we could just skip Jamie number 2. We could just play as Jay. I don't think there's really anything we need to do. All these flowers I can't even fit in my basement anymore. I'll probably go on a big planting spree at some point. Yeah, upstairs here is still cabin set. And then just cabinets full of flowers, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing to show off there. We'll just do J so we can figure out the whole CD player situation. Yeah, that should work out. Okay.
Nintendo.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm like I said, I fucking hate video games right now. Aside that isn't Animal Crossing or Street Fighter 6. So like this tournament right now is just coming at the perfect time, and I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes off of that. Okay, KK Dirge, let's find Wendell. And then we can, yeah, and then we just switch over to our main character, pick up all the wallpapers, go get our last song from KK, and I think we have a couple more notes to go over, and that's about it. There's not really any other big B5. There's not really any other big changes to the town. I've done a tiny bit of gardening, like I think by the post office there's a lot more flowers, but for the most part everything's kind of how it was. I think maybe I did a little bit more gardening over here, but it's not as, you know, starting off with New Leaf, going into New Horizons where gardening is a bit easier, you can breed and stuff like that. It's harder in this game because once you've planted something, you can't pick it back up. You just destroy it, and you only get 5 flowers a day. You can't get hybrids. You can't like breed for more like just regular flowers. So it's taking a long time to do the excessive gardening that I like to do in Animal Crossing, but it's getting there. I'm sure the town in another year will be completely filled. Alright, so B5. I did not go get a fish. I think there's a pond to the south. Yeah, there's probably not anything in the pond at this time of the year. Damn it. This guy's gonna be a piece of shit. No, he's not. Okay. I think that fish goes for a good amount of money, but it's fine. I'm never gonna hit one of the items I'm not gonna get in this game is the post office model that you need for basically getting 1 bell. For getting max bells, which is 1 bell shy of 1 billion. I think there's 2 rewards I'm not gonna get, but I can't help but like try for it. Did he move? Love the combat. Dude, who won? I saw it was pretty even. Did Daigo win? Or did he get knocked out? And yeah, Yipes. Dude, Yipes is so good. That's what I was laughing about a while ago, because they were going on about some country records. Shit, they were making jokes about it. Wendell left. I gotta go find out where he went. Daigo. Okay, cool. Diago. Because I don't know if there's a loser's bracket. Because this is part 2, and it's getting, this is part 2 of day 2, and it's getting pretty late. So I don't know if there's a loser's bracket. I don't know if you're just out, you're out. Well, there's got to be a loser's bracket for top 24. Because I don't think they're doing losers right now. I don't know. I haven't looked at the bracket at all. I'm just kind of enjoying the matches. D2. That's where Pearl is, right? That's where J is. Pearl's E2. God damn it. The other Japanese player, Itabashi Zangief, is playing right now. There's only 2 Japanese players apparently at this tournament, and one is Daigo, the other is Itabashi. And now I'm like, well, now I want to see this. Other guy got 2 individual matches on him. Yeah, I kept, every time I kept looking over, it was like they were at set point. Set Daigo to the top 24. Now I want to read it Diago. I don't know about the other dude. This is going to be interesting. I don't know what happened to Ending Walker and Angry Bird. Or was it Big Bird? Angry Bird? I get my birds confused. And Problem X is already knocked out. So, like, a lot of big players, like Problem X, are already out. Or, like, Ending Walker and whatever bird are in losers and at risk of being knocked out. So it's very interesting. The top 24 could potentially be very interesting. I will be very sad if Ending Walker isn't in top 24, though. I'm having such a hard time splitting my attention right now. I'm sorry. Big Bird is still to come. I think they mentioned that right before I came back here. Gotcha. Like I said, I can put it up on screen if you want. We just have to sack the Animal Crossing music for it. What did we even get? Backgammon wall. Okay, that... I think that's new. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's pretty new. Okay, let's take this music note. Oops. Just throw it down here until because I gotta wait for the CD player to, or the vinyl player to come in the mail, whatever it is. Okay, so now, I do believe, even if I switch to another character, we'll switch to another character first. If I am correct, Wendell will leave. He will only give you 3 rewards. So a 4th character wouldn't even matter. Chill? Super stoked to watch top 24 of you or more? Yeah. It's gonna be a good time. And these are just qualifiers. This is all qualifiers for Capcom Cup in January, I think. So this isn't even like the big show. But it's still fun to watch. This is a spot to get. Wait, is it just one spot? I guess that would make sense, right? Because that's how Problem X got in back in March, whatever it was. It's just one spot. Dang. So the Birds, Problem X, Ending Walker, they didn't get invitations? Daigo? They didn't get invitations? Is it just... There's no way it's one spot. Is it? Is it? I guess Punk did get knocked out of the qualifiers back in March. Because I think it was him versus Problem X, and Problem X won. Which, you know, Punk went on to be EVO champ this year for Street Fighter. Okay, I'm gonna look at that backgammon wall. Yeah, I've definitely never seen that before. That's... something about this wall that creeps me out. It's interesting. Classroom wall. I don't think I've seen that either before. Okay, so it looks like we should have some new stuffs in the catalog. I think that's why there's so many tournaments all year, because so many of them had a spot tie. Oh, that would make sense. I know there's a team-based tournament coming up in November. It's like 2 weeks long. That's why they said wait, that's why they said we're different people qualified from last comp. What? How should we do this? Pulling up my notes. Give me 1 second. Okay. Last song that I need from KK is KK Parade. Apparently, and I'm gonna go double check this because the gamer article or whatever it was from earlier had some incorrect stuff on it. Apparently, there are 3 songs that are live only. So we have My Place, Forest Life, and To the Edge. I feel like I've seen those. Maybe they are in future Animal Crossing games, though. Yeah, I guess they are live only. I guess we could log on to another character and listen to one of those songs, see if we get different text. But let's focus on getting our final song right now. Also, they just said this is the final... Oh, wow, Idom is here. They just said that is the final match for the winner's bracket. I don't know if they meant this one that's happening right now or the one that just happened. When talking about players at Capcom Cup, they would sometimes mention what tournament they were qualified at. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we got KK Parade. I have to do this exact, or else he won't accept it. Far out. Alright, that's how we know we got the right thing. Last song.
oh, me, not me, oh, wait, oh, me, oh, wait, oh, me, not me, oh, me, not me, oh, wait, me, not me, oh, not me.
Man, this Manon versus Aki match is really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this matchup before. Sounds so different compared to what sounds like in New Horizons, which makes sense. Members commenting. See, here's the thing. I don't have any live performances memorized. I only have the recordings memorized. So he didn't seem to have any special text. No, nothing to acknowledge me for collecting his entire discography? Oh, this is Petro's house theme. This is the song he usually has in his houses and throughout the series. There we go. There we go. We have the full music catalog. That would have taken a lot longer had I not had 4 characters. But to be fair, the amount of Saturdays that I have missed, I probably just made up for it. And I probably would have gotten the full discography by now legitimately with 1 character had I just went every Saturday. But also I used a guide to know what songs are in the game. Otherwise I wouldn't... I don't think any of my villagers have even mentioned secret songs yet, so I would not have known those secret songs otherwise. I don't feel bad about using a guide for these, to be fair. Red tie-dye. Huh. I kinda like it. I like being a grape better, though. Or more. Alright. It's usually one of the first things I start my day off with, but, I mean, we'll finally go hit up Nooks. And we'll take a look at what our catalog looks like in a second. I do have, numbers that I've gotten from the FAQ, the Game Packs FAQ, I believe. Numbers of how many items are in this game, and I'm kind of keeping track of how close I am to finished with certain things. Go ahead and lock up, or stock up on flowers. I think in a couple days he starts selling candy. I think the flowers, I think the saplings get replaced with flowers, and then the saplings just disappear. I think you can't get saplings for the second half of October. I want to make sure I'm stocked up on candy. I'm going to have to play every day, because the big reason why I didn't get all of the furniture, or I was missing so much Halloween furniture from last year, is I only had like 4 days of worth of candy. I didn't play a lot in October. Which will lead us to a talking point here in a couple minutes. Because I do have I think one more note to talk about. I think I have everything here. Equal pole, yeah. Oh, Ending Walker's up. Sorry. Flicker shirt. I don't know if I have this. I'll go ahead and just blow the money to get it. BRB. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on him as well. I think we have everything else. I'm not gonna bother looking over that stuff. It takes too much time. I'm very lazy when it comes to checking out the wallpaper and the flooring. Okay. So, as I get my notes back up here, I've been keeping track of the catalogs. So let's see if the numbers have increased at all. So I'm not working towards catalog completion, just to be clear once more. I'm mainly just trying to get as much stuff as I can because I want to finish up the museum. I have everything but 5, 6, 4, something like that paintings. I have a couple paintings left. And throughout the Animal Crossing franchise, they are always the hardest things for me to get. So what I'm trying to do is I'm keeping all these weeds in town to force Wisp to show up every couple nights at midnight. And I'm trying to get the remainder of paintings from him. So that's kind of my incentive for getting stuff into the catalog, is it's less stuff for him to possibly give me. So let's see, there are 601 items, furniture items in this game. I have 435, apparently 2 of which are the unobtainable NES games. I think once again is Mario 1 and Zelda 1, I think. We went over that like a year ago. 67 wallpaper items, got 52. 67 flooring as well, 53. 247 clothing, so like I'm still missing a lot of stuff. I don't think I'm going to have all the paintings by the end of the year like I want. Items is 64. Stationery, also 64. I'm 1 stationery away from having that done. Gyroids, 127. Fossils, all done. You can see the star there. That shows it's done. And music is now done. We have that star there. So at least we have 2 segments done. Not that these 2 things are anything Wisp could give us. I might want to look into what I'm missing item-wise, because I feel like I have a lot of the parasols. I hope it's not fans or pinwheels that I'm missing, because those are event exclusive. But I guess if they're event exclusive, they're not going to be something that gets in my way with trying to manipulate Wisp into giving me the remaining paintings. Upon my research for these numbers, I did discover some new stuff that I didn't already know, or I think I kind of sort of knew. There are some items that are exclusive to summer campers. The guide that I was looking at didn't exactly explicitly state what that means, and I didn't look more into it because, once again, I was kind of preoccupied with just the numbers. I think that specifically means the island that you go to with the Game Boy Advance player, but I'm still not really sure how that works, so I guess I need to spend more time with it to understand how you get items from the villagers on that island, or villager. I think there's just 1 villager. And the igloo campers can also give you stuff, which I think I did get, like a pot of chowder soup or whatever that they can give you as an item. I think I remember, and I might be misremembering, I think there are some oddball things that each category has that you can only get from those campers, like specific NES games. I wouldn't be surprised if Ice Climbers is exclusive to the winter campers. That's kind of just speculation and maybe mismemory, though. I can't exactly remember if NES games are tied to those campers. And another thing that I didn't look up, I don't know if those items can be given to you by Wisp. So yeah, I need to spend as much time playing this winter as I possibly can, because it seems pretty random on whether or not the igloo campers are going to give you anything. I think you go in there, you talk to them once, and if you get something, you get something. I don't think it's a just repeatedly talk to them until they give you something sort of ordeal. Yeah. So let's see. I think right now all I need are pansies. And I didn't get any this time around. Huh. Kind of filling up the area over here by... I filled up that area, by the way. Kind of filling up the area over here by the pond. Just kind of like filling it in. It's a bunch of empty space anyway. Ending Walker finished that shit with a perfect KO. Damn. I missed it. He was fighting Squall, I think the guy's name was. Squawks? Squall? He's either the Final Fantasy VIII character or the Donkey Kong Country 2 character. So Ending Walker is going to be in the top 24, or does he have to play in winners? I guess he'll go to losers in top 24? If there's a losers? I wish they would show the bracket instead of saying, yeah, go to this website to look at the bracket. I guess to be fair, it's a massive bracket. This is like top 96 right now. Yeah, so I think we're kind of wrapping up stream here. There is one... Let me look at my notes here. Yeah, there's one more thing that I haven't talked about. I have to double check because... just check out all of these notes that I've written down over the past... probably month of playing the game. It's kind of hard to keep track of it because I went out of order. But, yeah, this one's going to be a good segue because we're going to do another Animal Crossing stream before Halloween. He has a spot in top 24 is what they said. Didn't say where he goes. It's probably like... maybe there is no losers right off the bat. Maybe anyone that loses early on gets a second chance, can go through their way through losers, instead of losers being injected from top 96 to top 24. I don't know. I should just look at the bracket. He's up there, is all that matters. I love seeing that guy. He was like, what, 3rd place at EVO? I'm rooting for him, man. I want to see this guy actually win something. Yeah, so what had happened was, I think I played a couple days ago, logged in with all my different characters. I think this was when Grace was here. And each character's mother had sent mushrooms, aside from my main character. Sent mushrooms, not like the drug kind, but sent mushrooms. And like I said, I didn't play it much in October last year. I think I played like a couple days before Halloween to get candy, or at that point I didn't know if the Able sisters were selling like Halloween costumes like a New Leaf or not. So I didn't know this was a thing. Thank you for that clarification. Dude, next Animal Crossing game, we need to start doing drugs. There needs to be drugs in the next Animal Crossing. And there needs to be, like, whatever town or island you get, there needs to be a slums part of that town that you clearly need to go to. Because there's some ugly villagers, some shady-looking villagers that would make excellent drug dealers in the world of Animal Crossing. But anyway, back to my mom sending me mushrooms in the mail. So 3 out of the 4 characters got it. They sold for 5,000 a piece. I only had one for some reason. Like, I dropped them on the ground for my main character to pick up, and I only had one after that. I don't know if they just don't stack or whatnot. But they sell for 5,000 a piece, and then I looked at the notice board. Attention mycologists? I'm going to assume I'm pronouncing that correctly. Even though I'm probably not. At long last, mushrooming season is upon us. Yes, in just 4 or 5 more days, don your shrooming shoes and hunt those mushrooms. I don't remember this from last year. So, once again, I looked it up. This is from GameFAQs as well. It says from October 16th to 25th is mushrooming season. For each mushroom you find between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m., Nook will pay 5,000 bells, so get up early. 5 mushrooms will appear about every 15 minutes in your village. Find them before your villagers do. So, I guess I will be doing a stream on this sometime between the 16th and 25th, whenever I can wake up early enough, or if I happen to be up early enough from the previous night. I would definitely like to show that off, considering I'm trying to show off as much stuff as possible in this like playthrough. So yeah, that's kind of our segue for the next stream. It's not actually going to be Halloween. It's going to be, we're going to be donning our mycologist cap, or misogynist cap. We're going to don our misogynist caps for this stream. It's going to be great. And I'm in the wrong part of my house. Someone's going to be really upset by that. I should stop. Let's double check this real quick. Is it actually on here? Oh, we have Explorers Day coming up on Monday. Is Explorers Day the day that... I think we're just given a globe, right? I don't think I need to do this again. I'm Googling real quick. I can never remember what site is the good site. Animal Crossing. Visit Tortimer. They'll give you the model ship. Uh-oh. I say uh-oh because I think I might have sold that. I thought that was just a regular, like, I think it's in this house somewhere if I still have it. Model ship. Maybe I put it upstairs. I might actually be attending that on my own time. I'll check the VOD, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there it is. It's over there in a bottle. Which I'll probably attend it for this character. Hold on. Fuck it, let's check the VOD now. Fuck it. Let's see, video producer. No, collections. Pretty sure I did Explorer Day. I think Labor Day was just the only one that I really missed last year. Yeah, Explorer's Day. Because I remember talking about this because I'm like, yeah, cool, we celebrate this like atrocious holiday in Animal Crossing. Skimming around. Yeah. Yeah, I literally... Yeah, I'm looking at Tortimer handing me the bottle ship, as he calls it. All right. I'm gonna take one last look. I think that's it. A lot of stuff kind of happened since last time. I'm kind of glad I did this. I'm glad I finally got all the songs in the game. So that's one of the very few like completion-y things left that I want to do. That isn't just completely insane, like getting, you know, nearly 1 billion bells. Yeah, I think that's it for now, though. I'll be back, what's today, the 12th? So it's the... God damn it. I'm getting my notes back out. It's the 16th, I said? 16th through 25th? 16th through 25th? So we'll be back at some point between then. And then we have Halloween at the end of the month. Other than that, like, stream-wise, I don't know if there's gonna be anything else. I do want to do more Terry online and see if I can get him to Platinum. Yeah, otherwise, like, right now, I'm so burnt out on video games. It's the retro arc period of my life again, where I just kind of hate video games that aren't, like, Animal Crossing and Street Fighter. So, you know, this is what it is. I'll get out of this burnout eventually and get back to streaming somewhat consistently, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's all for now. Emmy, thank you for hanging out with me. I think they're going in the loser's bracket right now. They just got back from their break. So go enjoy some of that. I know I am. And yeah, have a good night. Peace.